Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, Olden Goldens. In today's video, we'll be remembering American celebrities who have recently passed away, along with other notable figures from around the world. Before we begin, we'd really appreciate it if you could show your support by giving this video a like. It truly means a lot to us. Peter Strauss, a veteran film executive, movie producer, and pioneering entrepreneur, died October 6th at his home in Beverly Hills. He was 83. He was surrounded by his beloved wife of 46 years, Susan, and his son, Jonathan. Over a remarkable 5-decade career, Strauss left an indelible mark on the film industry. As executive vice president of Mandalay Pictures for the past 25 years, he oversaw the financing and distribution of numerous film and television projects, including The Jacket and Air. He was instrumental in the growth of independent cinema, pioneering foreign sales and off-balance sheet financing for independent films. In 1998, Strauss was appointed president of Lionsgate Entertainment, a company he helped establish alongside Frank Giustra in 1997, overseeing its U.S. operations. During his tenure, Lionsgate rose to become a prominent force in independent film production and distribution. Previously, Strauss served as president, CEO, and chairman of the International Movie Group, where he produced and executive-produced more than 30 films, including the Best of the Best series, Buster with Phil Collins, and Cadence starring Charlie and Martin Sheen. Strauss began his film career at Allied Artists, eventually becoming executive vice president, shepherding films that included the 1973 Oscar Best Picture winner Cabaret, Papillon, and The Man Who Would Be King. He went on to become executive vice president of Restar Films, the production company of Ray Stark, where he oversaw the production of notable projects such as The Electric Horseman and The Villain. In the 1980s, he founded Panache Productions, producing titles including Dance of the Dwarfs and Thunder Run. Strauss was educated at Oberlin College, the London School of Economics, and Columbia University School of Law. He was a member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and was committed to philanthropy and mentorship throughout his life, inspiring and supporting young talent across the industry. Strauss is survived by his wife, the former Susan Rausnitz, his son Jonathan, and daughter-in-law Elizabeth Westlake, grandchildren Teddy and Caroline, and many devoted friends and colleagues. A private graveside service was held October 8th, and a celebration of his life will be announced at a later date. French actor Michel Blanc, best known for his roles in Le Splendid Troupe comedy films like the 1978 cult classic Les Bronzes and its subsequent 1979 and 2006 sequels, died early, October 4th at 72, of a heart attack following anaphylactic shock, per the Agence France-Presse. A fixture in French cinema, his death was mourned by President Emmanuel Macron, who wrote on Esque, "He made us cry with laughter and moved us to tears. A monument of French cinema, Michel Blanc is gone. Our thoughts go out to his loved ones and his acting accomplices." The French Minister of Culture, Rachida Dati, added in a statement, "This morning the sorrow is immense, as great as his talent." In front of the camera of Bertrand Blier, Robert Altman, or Pierre Schoeller, Michel Blanc amazed us with the variety of his acting, but also with his talents as a director with films like Marché à l'ombre or Grosse Fatigue. Cinema, the world of culture, and all French people will not forget him. In addition to memorably portraying Jean-Claude Duss in the satirical film Bronzes, which he co-wrote as part of the Café Theatre Company, he founded alongside childhood friends Christian Clavier, Gérard Jugnot, and Thierry Lhermitte. He was in L'Exercice de l'État, the thriller drama for which he won a Best Supporting Actor César Award, the equivalent of the Oscar in France. In addition to comedic roles, Blanc was known for dramatic portrayals with 1989's Monsieur Here and 2007's Les Témoins, about a close-knit friend group that is impacted by the AIDS epidemic in 1980s Paris. Other notable accolades include his 1986 Best Actor win at the Cannes Film Festival for his starring role in Tenues de Soirée. He also won the Fest's Best Screenplay Award with Grosse Fatigue, a film he starred in, co-wrote, and directed, which was also nominated for the coveted Palme d'Or. Occasionally, Blanc crossed over into Hollywood, starring opposite the likes of Jerry Lewis, Jeff Goldblum, and Helen Mirren. A multi-hyphenate, Blanc was also a prolific filmmaker and screenwriter, garnering several César nominations, including for Best Screenplay twice for Dead, Tired, and Summer Things, Marché à l'ombre, another 80s French comedy staple, was also co-written and directed by Star Blanc, who received a César nom for Best First Work. In 2021, the Splendid Troupe received the Anniversary César Award. "Very often, I like to play characters that touch me one way or the other," he said in an interview conducted last year, adding, "I am fortunate that people have asked me to play interesting characters and that I had the possibility, or the talent, whatever that may be, to portray them. So it's a mixture. It gets you nowhere if you're very lucky, but don't know how to play your character. And if you're an incredible actor who only gets small or insignificant roles, you're also stuck. In the end, it's a combination of circumstances and luck." Blanc remained active in the film industry up until his death. 2 films in which he starred, Le Routard and La Cache, are slated for release next year. Ethel Kennedy, the widow of Attorney General in New York. Robert Kennedy died Thursday of stroke complications. A political force unto herself, the sister-in-law of President John Kennedy and mother of 11 children, was 96. The family revealed on October 8th that Ethel Kennedy had suffered a stroke in her sleep on October 3rd at her Cape Cod home and had been taken to a hospital. Her daughter, Carrie Kennedy, announced the news on social media. Having survived her husband by 56 years, the family matriarch went on to form the Robert Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights in the months following the then presidential candidate's assassination in 1968 in Los Angeles. Respected and beloved by generations of Americans and many others around the world, Ethel Kennedy was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama in 2014. "You don't mess with Ethel," President Obama noted at the White House ceremony to laughter, adding on a more serious note that Kennedy's love of family is matched only by her devotion to her nation. Born on April 11, 1928 in Chicago, the daughter of Great Lakes Carbon Corporation co-founder and coal mogul George Skakel, met the third eldest son of Joe and Rose Kennedy on a family skiing trip in Canada in 1945 via her college roommate and RFK sibling, Gene Kennedy. At the time, Bobby, as his family and friends called RFK, was dating Ethel's sister Patricia. Soon after the two met, RFK was dating Ethel. While the couple waited 5 years to get engaged, they were married in less than 6 months on June 17, 1950 in Greenwich. Not long after that, as his older brother Jack moved into national politics, Bobby followed and moved his burgeoning family to Washington, D.C. An active participant in JFK's successful 1960 bid for the White House, Bobby's 1964 senatorial run, as well as other family campaigns, Ethel was a strong advocate for her husband seeking the Democratic nomination for president in 1968. More than 3 months pregnant at the time, Ethel was not with RFK celebrating his victory in the California primary on June 5, 1968, at the now demolished Ambassador Hotel in LA, when her husband was fatally shot. However, she was by his side in the hospital when the 42-year-old senator died from his wounds more than a day later. The Kennedy family has been portrayed in countless films, TV series, and stage performances, and Ethel appeared as herself in a 1982 episode of Cheers. RFK and Ethel's youngest daughter, documentarian Rory Kennedy, turned the camera on her mother and her life in Ethel, which premiered at the 2012 Sundance Film Festival. Ethel and Robert Kennedy had 11 children, with sons David and Michael passing away in 1984 and 1997, respectively. Along with Emmy-winning filmmaker Rory, Ethel Kennedy is survived by her other offspring, former independent presidential candidate Robert Kennedy, Kathleen Hardington, Kennedy Townsend, Joseph Patrick Kennedy II, Courtney Kennedy Hill, Mary Carey Kennedy, Christopher George Kennedy, Matthew Maxwell Taylor Kennedy, and Douglas Harriman Kennedy, as well their children and grandchildren.
Breaking news of the day.
Jamie Lee Curtis recently celebrated a significant milestone, 25 years of sobriety. Reflecting on her journey and the lessons she's learned along the way, she shared a heartfelt Instagram post writing, 9,125 days, one day at a time. In the post, Curtis, 65, included a photo of herself holding a ring inscribed with JLC 25. Curtis has been open about her battle with addiction, which began in the late 1980s due to a dependency on opiates after being prescribed painkillers. In her message, she offered words of encouragement to others facing similar struggles, saying, "For all those struggling with addiction and shame, there are others out here who care. My hand in yours, our hands in yours." The actress, who won her first Academy Award in 2023 for her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once, also discussed the importance of self-acceptance. In an interview with Hoda Kotb on Today, she noted, "People aren't pleased when you stop people-pleasing." Curtis emphasized the need to fully embrace one's identity, adding, "We have to be in full acceptance of who we are." Now, 25 years sober, Curtis continues to be a powerful advocate for authenticity, resilience, and self-compassion.
Barbara Eden, the legendary star of I Dream of Jeannie, is proving that age is just a number. At 93, she shared her secrets to staying fit in a recent interview with Fox News. The iconic actress revealed that her fitness routine now consists of at-home workouts and a balanced approach to indulgence, especially when it comes to sweets. "I used to work out all the time," Eden said. "I did spinning classes and weight training with a trainer, but when COVID hit, that ended my heavy workouts." Nowadays, she focuses on using a stationary bike and lifting 5-pound weights, emphasizing the importance of strength training for maintaining bone density. Though she misses the camaraderie of group fitness classes, Eden still enjoys brisk walks, noting that it's great for the knees and ankles. "I find it better than running," she added. When it comes to diet, Eden admits to having a sweet tooth and enjoys treats like key lime pie and chocolates. However, she balances it out, thanks to her parents' mantra, moderation in all things. Her ageless energy and lighthearted approach to health continue to inspire fans, showing that staying active and savoring life's simple pleasures are the keys to longevity.